In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to convert your Instagram followers to paying clients. Guys, Instagram is probably one of my favorite platforms simply because it has several dimensions, right? Instagram, let's understand how Instagram works. Instagram was originally a picture-based app, right? But they eventually converted it into a media company, right? Solely media. Now they do reels, they have stories, carousels, a live feature. It's probably the worst part of Instagram. The live feature is terrible. Zuckerberg, please change the live feature. It can be so much better. But these are the components of Instagram. So since I have a lot of followers on Instagram, I get the latest updates in terms of what they want me to use. So right now, as you're watching this video, I know Instagram is wanting to push carousels because they kind of want to include that picture-based element without going so far from what they originally started from, which was a picture-based app, right? So these are the dimensions of Instagram: Reels, Stories, Carousels, Live. All right, this is probably gonna have the least importance. This is in order of importance. Reels is number one, Stories, Carousel, Live. And I'm gonna tell you why these are so impactful. Reels, all right, this is your way to put your content in front of new people. So let's just say new viewership, right? This is the only way you're gonna be able to show your content to new people. So in terms of getting clients, this has to have the biggest focus for you. You need to make high quality reels that tell a story. You need to tell stories. I keep telling my students this, and I'm gonna tell you guys the same thing. You need to have a hook. You need to have a problem or a plot, right? You need to then have a solution. Hook, plot, solution. Hook, plot, solution. Think about movies. A movie, when you watch a movie, what does a movie do? They tell a story in the beginning. The hero, right? The person in the movie that the movie is about, he goes that you start to get a little bit of background about them, right? That's the hook. They want you to relate to this actor or actress. They want you to feel a personable connection with them. Then comes the problem and the plot. They then teach you that this person is going through a problem. This person is facing adversity. And then throughout the movie, this person is either trying to overcome adversity, he's facing adversity, because he wants to overcome that adversity to get to the solution or to get to the end result. This is storytelling at its core. You need to learn how to tell stories on your content. So when you're making content on Instagram, right, how can my video grab attention in the first 3 to 5 seconds? How can a plot be then explained or a problem be identified that I'm gonna help the viewer reach a solution to? This is it. If you can do this with your Instagram videos or your reels, you will notice that you will start to get more views. It's all storytelling. Human beings identify more with stories because this is how we think. We think in stories, we think in memories. So when you're making content, you want to follow the same way human beings consume life. When somebody wants to teach you something, do they tell you, this thing is this reason for this reason? Usually they tell you a story because it's more engaging. Hey man, I remember when that happened to me, man. I was this, and this. You believe stories more, even if they're not real. Human beings go to fucking movie theaters and watch a story of make-believe. That's how compelled we are to stories. That's how addicted we are to stories. We will go pay to watch a random fucking make-believe story. right? So this is how you should make content to get new viewership. Now, this viewership, you're gonna start to get new people. That's where stories comes in. This is the highest conversion, right? Highest conversion in terms of taking a cold audience to becoming a warm audience. Stories is all for nurturing. How do you nurture your audience through your day-to-day life? Your stories need to become a reality TV show. People want to see what you're doing. They want to see what your day-to-day is. So you can structure your stories in the same format. Right? What I would suggest, you do lifestyle, problem solving, CTA. This is how you can win their stories. Show a little bit of your lifestyle, become more personable, problem solving, CTA. So, hey guys, this is me going to the gym. I'm lifting weights. Hey guys, this is me going to the mall shopping for some new clothes. Oh, damn. I remember that one time where I couldn't afford to get clothes, man. I couldn't afford to buy things I like. But now I can go to the mall and buy myself nice things. And I was able to do this through personal branding. I was able to do this because I found what problem I wanted to help my audience solve. Now I can buy the nice things that I like without having to check and move money around to be able to just survive. If you would like some help with this, man, if you want to build your personal brand so you could buy nice things that you want, click the link below, man, and book a free call. Click the link below, man, to get my 5 hacks on building a personal brand. I just told you a story. Just made it up. Pew, pew, pew. Just made it up. That's how I would do stories. That's what converts the best with stories. You show a little bit of lifestyle. You talk about some problem solving. You relate it to a story. And then you have a CTA. You can take a cold audience and nurture them to love you through stories. I wish YouTube had fucking stories. They took away stories. YouTube, please, if you're watching this, please. Please, YouTube, bring back stories. Please. Man, I will be printing money on YouTube with stories. Because people need to be nurtured before they take action. Your reels are gonna get you build authority. They're gonna be curious, but they're not ready to buy anything yet. Your stories where they can relate to who you are, you show them a personable side. It's all marketing. All of this is marketing, right? All of this is marketing. So it's a way to lead. It's a nurturing sequence. How do I take people who are interested in my product and services or my message and I bring them to customers? I make them a customer. Okay? So carousels, also a form of nurturing. My spelling is terrible as always. This is a form of nurturing, but this is nurturing for your feed. This is the closest thing you can do to nurture your feed because Instagram wants to promote it. So what I would do with the carousels, right? I would show transformations. I would give a lot of value, and then I would have a CTA at the end, right? The way you should structure carousels should be problem, audience faces, right? Guided solution, CTA. Or you can take problem audience faces, give them a guided way to go about solving, and then your CTA be them actually getting it solved through you. You can make this more of the what, not how. Or you can just give how and then sell the accountability. The CTA on carousel should be, how do I get people to get a lot of value in this post to want to take action with my CTA? So you make the CTA be at the end of the carousel. But you give a lot of value to where at the end, people feel like, damn, I want to take action on this. Damn, that was very valuable. The CTAs usually come great, better, after a lot of value has been given. Speaking of CTAs, if you're a person right now, you're a guy that wants to take your personal brand to the next level and you want help being guided, you want to be walked through how to do this with your content so you can start to establish a brand and make money, take your brand and ideas to the next level, right? I help ambitious men quit their 9-to-5 and establish a personal brand through social media. If you want some help with that, click the link in the chat, right? Click the link in the description, book a free call. Let's see if it makes sense for us to work together. See? I gave an actual CTA just then, which is a real CTA. If you do want some help, click the link in the chat or description. But that's how you do it. I just gave you a fuck ton of value that will actually be applicable, and then I gave you a chance to get this done for you. Like, I'm not giving you a chance to work with me. I'm selling the accountability. Yes, I can teach you all of this shit, but will you remember it? Will you apply it? Will you be held accountable? That's where I come in. This is exactly what you want to do with your product and services. And if you become a student of mine, I will teach you how to do this step by step. Link in the description and pinned comments, right? And lastly is live. I wish Instagram made their live features better because it's a great tool. Every other platform has figured out that live is the way to fucking blow a platform. TikTok is all about live. You go fucking live on TikTok, you'll get a whole bunch of people because they know that the live aspect is what converts people to take action the most. People have some kind of it's something about watching somebody live. I don't know what it is because it's live. TikTok figured that shit out from the jump. That's why they created TikTok Shop. People literally make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month selling live on TikTok Shop. Craziness. YouTube Live has figured it out too. YouTube was the original OG with live, right? They understand that the live features bring the most people because it's happening in the real moment. Where the authenticity is the highest, the biggest connection is when something is live. For some reason, Instagram has not figured it out yet. If I was Zuckerberg and I wanted to blow my platform out the water, I would try to make the best live possible. But Instagram just doesn't do it. But live is a great way to nurture your audience in real time, right? Nurturing in real time. There's nothing else, no other way that you can have somebody watching you live and you can answer their questions, you can give them feedback other than a live stream. You can have somebody come on here and you answer their question in real time. That is the fastest that somebody's going to take action. Speaking of lives, I have lives here every Monday. If you guys are watching this and you want to tune into the live to get some help with your personal brand, every Monday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, I go live here on FitX Business. So if you can implement reels, stories, carousels, lives, you can bring in the same thing, right? What I would do on lives, I would give value, simple Q&As, value through Q&As, and then CTA. That's the live play. Q&A, CTA. You answer several questions, you offer to help people get through the problems. With the carousels, problem audience faces is the beginning of the carousel. You give a guided solution or you give a guided, you identify what they need to be fixing, and then you do the CTA. For stories, is nurturing. You want to follow the lifestyle problem solving method. So you show your lifestyle, you talk about a problem that you solved or you can help them solve or that you were experiencing, and then you do CTA. I'm literally giving you the fucking secrets, guys. This is how I built a 7-figure business. I'm telling you this shit. Stories is Reels, new viewership. You create the hook, 35 seconds, plot, you tell a story, Show the viewer how you can help them get to an end result, or you take them along the journey where they're expecting the end result. You give them a solution. This is how you win. This is how you turn Instagram followers into paying clients. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, if you would like to take your personal brand to the next level, right? Make money. You want me to hold your hand and say, this is how you do this. This is when you do it. So you can start establishing the brand and making some money. Link is in the chat or the pinned comments. Book a free call. All right, apply to the inner circle. Let's see if it makes sense for us to work together, man. I'll get back with you guys next time.